Good evening. Hey, how's everybody going tonight? Hope I'm live. Apparently I am. I hear myself. One thing about listening to it on the phone or whatever, you know when your time is about up. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well out there. Tim, if you're still here, hope you're having a good evening on your late delivery. I don't know. I'd almost enjoy the late delivery better than the early delivery. I guess it's all good. Camera doesn't seem to be in the right position, but that or I'm just sitting low or high or whatever. Let's see, hit preset. What does it do? All right, that's a little better. Anyway, nothing like doing all this on the limb or on the fly. On the fly, that's the proper word. Anyway, I don't know if anybody's here hanging out. I know I am here, and I know this heater has to go off. Nice and chilly outside, though, here in near Wichita Falls. This went out there earlier, and it was cold. It is down to, let's see, come on, 42 degrees. It is a little chilly. Chevy Speed, Chevy 5-speed, howdy, howdy. James the Brett. Hello, Mike. Hello, Miss Wendy. How are y'all doing? Ray, how's it going? 36, wow. I came from Dashing Moms. Okay, cool. Well, I figured you did with that, with Brett on the end, but 41 here. Wow. What did I think I said it was like James is another Brett. Okay. So y'all still, if y'all are over across the pond, as they say, I guess we're running about the same temperature. Oh, in Cambridge. You know, I did that ancestry thing and about what was I told you, Ray? What was it like? 90% of my heritage is from over there. So I guess we came across in a big boat at some one time or another. But anyway, hope y'all are doing well. And I was had a different idea for the live stream tonight, and then I thought about, hey, this is Black Friday coming up, so and this is not in concrete, as they say, but we can change the whatever we're talking about. But in the meantime, I did have the Amazon storefront opened up. I just thought since it's coming up Black Friday, y'all might be interested in looking at a couple of things. Man, I left that heater in here going too long. It's almost hot. I got this flannel shirt on. Get this out of the way. Where's my mouse? There it is, or cursor. All right, good deal. Let's see. Anyway, James, whereabouts are you from? Love the dots in the background. Neat colors. That was actually a little, looks like a little, what do you call it? Dinosaur spaceman that has a little laser thing on it. It's actually a kid's toy, really, but I kind of liked it, so I hung on to it. I thought it made it look pretty cool. There I'm 60 years old and like the little things like that. The cat's chasing it. That's cool. Do you have any plans for the holiday? Yeah, one to, I like that spaceman too. Yeah, that's really cool. Going to my girlfriend's mother's or my parents' house for Thanksgiving, and then we got to come back into town and go to my mom's. So it's going to be a all-day deal. And before I forget, we'll be doing a live stream should be doing a live stream on Dashing Grandpa tomorrow night, which is no longer Dashing Grandpa. Is now Ask a Grandpa. Rebranded it. I don't know if you've noticed it yet, Ray, but rebranded it and have put one video out. And it should be, it might be a fun channel for everybody because it's not, that's kind of what I thought about. It's not really a YouTube or a MyTube. It's kind of a WeTube because it's going to be pretty much like questions and things like that. And sometimes I might make videos on the questions and sometimes I'm not going to have answers. So that would be a good video on, or like a live stream or something. Anyway, we'll be doing a live stream over there tomorrow night. Y'all come hang out if you want to. 9 o'clock, same time, just a different channel. Saw the rebrand, cool. I also started a Facebook. I didn't know you could do it, but I took the the Dashing Grandpa's Facebook. I'd set one business page up, but I figured out how to delete that. And now I have Dashing Grandpa set up as in pro mode. So now you don't really, it's kind of like the business page. You don't really get friend requests. You get followers. And I've been watching a couple of videos. You can actually monetize Facebook. And there's some people that's banking, and they said it's really easier to start making money on than YouTube. I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. I'm a long ways from having enough followers, and I haven't even got to the point where I figure out exactly what all you have to do to be monetized. But being consistent and getting views is the key thing, basically, like YouTube. The Chiefs beating up the Cowboys. I thought didn't the Cowboys. I don't know. One of my buddies is posting "Go Cowboys," but I thought he posted that yesterday. Or the other day, I forget to watch my Cowboys beat up the Chiefs. Oh. Oh, so, okay. So that was a game. I knew a friend of mine had posted like "Go Cowboys" and everybody was talking about them. So I'm surprised my mom didn't talk about that. Of course, I just texted her a little bit today. I don't know if she's here hanging out with us or not. You never know. She's just like a parent. When you don't think they can hear you, they're just around the corner and they hear a lot more than what you think they do. So if there's anybody young out there and you think you're getting away with something, about a 98% chance you're not getting away with it. They just might let you slide by. We play tomorrow. Joining late. Did I miss anything? So I'll be in on the... no, not really. They were talking about Cowboys beating up on the Chiefs. So I don't know. And I was talking about the rebrand, which you already noticed that because you commented. Nothing really new. I have a wife like that. She hears you when you don't think she does, huh? Ooh, boy, that redlined. That's the cool thing about using OBS. You can tell how loud you're getting, so you can tone it back down a little bit. Anyway, howdy, pork chop. Everybody, I'm glad y'all are here. Oh, man. I was wanting to kind of look at a couple of things, and there was a couple of things I wanted to look up to see if they are on sale. And hello, Lisa. But I thought we might just look on Amazon and some of the stuff that I've reviewed, and if y'all have any questions on any of it, you can ask. But most of y'all probably know. But I am looking at something right now that I do not recommend. And boy, howdy, I tell you what, it's hard to make a video on something that's it's just not any good. Go and get me out of the way. Let's see, that should work right there. Yeah, that works. But this little right there. If you want a security camera, do not, I repeat, do not get this one. I will probably sell it at the flea market for $10. I mean, it did okay. The problem with it is the tracking didn't really work very good. And for me personally, it doesn't have a wide enough field of view. You could see the front end of the car and about the middle of my front yard, but I want to see the whole front of my house. And the camera I'm using now is not very good either, but it has dual lens on it, so I can watch the driveway and I can watch the sidewalk coming up to the front door. Anyway, I don't recommend that camera. We have a new subscriber in the chat tonight, everyone. Meet James. He is in Cambridge. Howdy. I think I already said howdy, but anybody a Walmart affiliate? Yes, I am. Well, that grill that I did, that last grill that I did, there is a Walmart link in the description on it. Grandpa sent you a message on Messenger. Look later. Okay. I guess I can still receive messages on Dash and Grandpa. But yeah, I'll check it out later. Obviously, I can if it went through. I hear you, mate. I've been wanting to get a new security system for ages. Yeah. Pretty hard when the things cost so much now. Well, like this one, it's on sale for $31.99, but I honestly don't recommend it. I wonder, let's see if we can bring those up, and I'll show you the one that I have. Security camera. 10. No, that's not what I wanted. I want this. Action couldn't be completed. Please check your internet connection. Huh. My internet connection's fine. It is fine as wine. That's weird. I wonder if it won't do it because I'm in full screen. I'm trying to type sideways here. Oh, there it went. Wasn't that one? This was a while back. Is this it? No. I need to be paying attention to the chat here too. If y'all send me a question or you say something directly to me and I don't respond to it, say hey, and get my attention. I've seen Ring doorbells. Do you recommend that? My girlfriend has Ring, and it's good. I have a one Mud View, and it does good. And mine, you do not have to pay a prescription for. Is this it? No. There's the one I've got right there. Currently unavailable, but you see it's got the lens, the camera here, and the camera here. If you can get one of those are pretty nice if you have a larger area that you need to watch. That I couldn't get the tracking to work on it right, but everything else on it worked good. The product has already been shipped. Okay, that's what the notification was. I want to turn that down. Yeah, my table in there of review items is getting stacked up again. I've been slacking. Actually, I've been working on other things. Yeah, just, let's see, back, oop, we don't need there. Forward. Oh, I can get out of that, can't I? Just X out of that. Now go back to here. There is, because I just did, there it is. I just did, this is the one that I've got. The only difference between this one and the one that I've got is the one that I've got, even without the SD card in it, it saved like 10 seconds. I mean, when you got the notification, you could look and you could see the mailman or mail lady walking up on the porch, and then it would turn off because I don't have an SD card in it. The new model of this does not do that, but you can put an SD card in it and it'll do it. So that's a pretty good one out there. I do recommend this one, even though it does that. And yet there is no subscription. You can get the cloud, subscribe to the cloud service, but you don't really have to. James Grandpa reviews anything and everything. You'll have fun watching all of these videos. Yeah, you just saw there's how many? 1,020. Well, good night, Miss Wendy. Off to bed, get under them covers. I got something delivered from Macy's the other day. The shipping label said DoorDash delivery. Huh. Thing I didn't know, I placed a good order the other day and need to shop some more. Where can I find your link? How about Home Depot affiliate? No, I don't. Not Home Depot. Let's see. How can I do this? Let's see. What do I do? Push F11 to, yeah. And who am I? This one. Click on videos because it was just recently. That grill. There it is.
Nice and tidy.
Uh-oh.
There's a little assembly to it. Nothing too major. We'll go around to the back and show you what's in the back.
Oh, I didn't put the Walmart link on there. I was supposed to.
Clean this
My bad. I'll have to figure that one out. Pork chop. I was supposed to put the Walmart link on there, and I forgot to. And it's also, this one's available on Wayfair. But yeah, I'm on the Walmart one. But I don't mess with it too much because Walmart only pays 1% commissions. So you would have to sell a lot of products to make anything. Well, I need your Home Depot. Oh, right. Are you an affiliate with Home Depot? That's cool. Oh, if Grandpa has one. No, go ahead, Ray. Drop it right here in the chat if you want to. Somebody may come back and watch the replay later. If y'all need, and if you're doing gig work especially, and even in the videos, I believe on this one, I think it was this one. Either way, but I think I mentioned these are great for gig workers because I have been doing the Walmart shopping orders and my phone would go down to 1%. And I had to take my cart up to the front, tell them to watch it for a minute. And I had to go out to the car and put it on my charger for a minute. Get enough charge in it to come finish because I was fixing to check out, finish the order up. But if you're doing gig work, this is almost a have to. You got to have one of these, unless you're doing strictly like DoorDash where your phone stays in the car and plugged up all the time. But if you're doing like Instacart or Spark or Amazon, I guess, I don't know if I don't really know how Amazon's going to work. It's fixing to start here, so we're going to find out. But anyway, I highly recommend it. And these do good. And they say 45 watts, but unless you are into electronics, you'll know, but don't be fooled, because there is no charger like this that's going to send out 45 watts of power to your phone. And I did some research on it, and actually a phone pulls the juice. The power bank doesn't push it. The phone pulls it, and it regulates how much flow can come in. And Emily had, because these are supposed to deliver more wattage on the new iPhones and the new, like the S25 Samsung Galaxies. It really didn't. A little bit more than my S22, but it didn't really do it. So you're not going to get 45 watts. There's something like the Samsung, the tablet. They're supposed to be able to pull that much juice, but a phone is not going to. But this charged it fast. It did go to super fast, and if you like doggies, pork chop, you'll probably like that one. It's got the little paws on there. That is actually your power, how much power is in that battery. But these I do recommend. These are good. That, not so much. I watched the grill. Let me just 1%. Yeah. I'll have to look at the affiliate link up. Bang up. Oh, Barbie. Yep. Yeah. This is really the wrong time of the year to be doing, trying to sell barbecue grills. But, when they offer it, you take it. I got it for sale, but ain't nobody even made an offer on it. Just the wrong time of the year. So my mom might be stuck with it whether she wants to be or not. She was like, I don't know when I would use it, but that's what if you want it. Now's the time to get it because it don't cost you nothing. But nobody's really using grills right now. The only people that are cooking out right now is running smokers, and they're smoking turkeys and hams and things like that. They're not out cooking steaks and whatever when it's 30 degrees outside. But you can email it to me. This one, if you do measuring, it does a good job, but even in the video, can you see my cursor? Yeah. The actual measurement, I think a regular 25 foot, I think it says allow, 3 inches for the length of the tape measure. This one is about in the middle to get the accurate measurement. It's digital, though. It's pretty cool. But you have to, if you're going wall to wall and you put back here up against the wall, you need to add about 1 inch because you will not get an accurate reading. And I think this is one of those videos they didn't want me to demonstrate it. They just want me to do the unboxing. Which that's what I did for Amazon video, but for my YouTube video, no, I demonstrated it because I do pretty much what I want to on the YouTube channel. I'm still not going to bash anything. I was trying to find nice words to say about this camera, but I said, I'll leave it up to you. Make your own decision. This little speaker, this is a Bluetooth speaker right here. It's actually pretty cool, but it's not very loud. The nice one was the little, the trucks and the Cybertruck one. Yeah, this one right here. Those actually sounded pretty good. I mean, like to set it on your desk or whatever. You're not going to put it up on the bookshelf in the living room and expect to hear the music throughout the house. That's not going to happen. But to set it close to you, it's pretty cool. I saw that video about the measuring stick. Yeah. But I wasn't impressed. I mean, it's cool, but you just have to allows for the difference. What is that? Oh, it's a printer, little label printer. It was all right, but I've got it. We use those when pricing stuff, putting price tags on things. So if you do stuff like that, these are nice to have. I haven't reviewed one yet that wasn't good. We did find out because Emily had bought one, and that particular one you have to buy the special paper for. And like these, they're just a roll of paper, a label paper, so you can use pretty much whatever you want. You don't have to buy anything special. I bought this. So far, it's working good. And the cool thing about this one, though, versus the one that I had, my watch here, my Samsung watch, was getting really hot, and then sometimes it would shut off to keep from burning up. So it was time to replace it. But this one, you can lay your phone down horizontally, like if you're watching a YouTube video laying in bed or whatever, and you need to charge your phone at the same time, you can lay it sideways and it will still charge. That's pretty cool. And for $24, it's only 31 regular, so it's not a huge price difference. But if you need one, that's a good one. Remember if you could use this one on your last purchase, November 7th. Yes. No, it looks like it's mainly just for Samsung. For Samsung Wireless. So if you got a Samsung, this is a nice one. To double check, shop there too. I became an affiliate for a lot of companies when I had the sales website. Oh, and the auction website. So I'm affiliated to several shops. Do you, if you don't, you should put those links in your description of your videos. Yeah. Well, I guess they all work. With Amazon, if you're going to put like a video link on, say, Facebook, you have to go into the Amazon settings and list that user account or list your Facebook with Amazon. Because if you don't, they can flag it and you wind up getting in trouble and possibly removed. I don't know how like Home Depot and other ones work. But anyway, you have to list it with Amazon. You have to be careful. A lot of merchants have changed companies that handle their payments. I can put the links on my website. Yeah, there you go. Good for you, Ray. Got to say, that's something I've been wanting to get more into sales. Most of what I do, though, is art stuff. I've studied graphic design and video editing previously. Cool. About 5 years experience. Too bad you didn't live here. I got that Indeed.com. I'd signed up on that years ago, and I got an email like last week from a dentist office here in Wichita Falls and wanted to talk to me, $22 to $25 an hour for graphic design, for like doing their, their pictures and their little brochures and things like that. I just don't have time to mess with it. But if somebody if they had more free time and wanted a full-time job, that would be I would have jumped on it a few years ago. That was what I was wanting to do, but I make more than that now. Of course, technically I don't because of the amount of hours I work. Well, yeah, anyway. most all this stuff, like y'all have seen, I just was mainly for folks that new to the channel or haven't watched any of the reviews and things like that. I just thought it might be interesting. That little light right there is pretty cool if you need a light like this. And well, the magnet is not as strong as the light I have in my car. I know there's a video somewhere that I reviewed that because I used that when I was doing DoorDash and all that. That magnet stuck to the car and I could light up somebody's front yard. And it did not bother me in the least bit to light up somebody's front yard that was too inconsiderate to turn on their porch lights when deliveries are coming. And I will go on the record as saying that too. If you don't turn your porch light on, you're miserable. All it takes is, and it turns on, and it can save somebody from hurting themselves bad. They don't know your front yard. Anyway, little rant. These little trucks, these are the same company that makes these that made the Cybertruck and stuff. These sound pretty good too. The only thing that I could never get to work on these is you were supposed to be able to sync like I had the two trucks and you're supposed to be able to sync them together to where they played in stereo. I never could get it to work, and talking between my China dolls and the seller, they wound up sending me a video exactly how to do it, and I did it exactly how they said to do it. I made them a little video and showed them exactly what I was doing, and they said, don't worry about it. So it's not a guarantee that they're going to sync up, but they're supposed to. Yeah. Oh, there's that chainsaw. This one's pretty good. If you need mini chainsaws, this one's cool. I've done a few of these. This is the only mini chainsaw that I've done that actually has a place to put chainsaw, the oil in for the blade, for the bar oil. But I did a big chainsaw. Where is that big one? It was nice. It's a full-size chainsaw. Wasn't that long ago? I may have missed it. Anyway, there's a video in here a bit. If you're looking for a drone just to fly around, that one's pretty cool. Just don't buy it for the camera, because the camera is not any good. I sold it on Facebook, and the guy asked me about the camera, and I told him, I said, it's not good. He goes, how good is the camera? I said, honestly, it's not. If you're just wanting something to play around with, it's cool. It's easy to fly and everything. Even for somebody like me, there's that big chainsaw. Even for somebody like me that don't know how to fly a drone, it's pretty easy. That's a cool chainsaw, and it's pretty strong too. I cut some limbs about 8 inches in diameter, and it right through them. Not a problem at all. So if you need a big chainsaw, you might check that one out. Info shop, check it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I could have put a link on here, but I guess I should have. I guess I can go back and edit the description and add that to it. Oscar, I guess howdy. Did I miss you coming in, or did you just now chime in? If I missed you coming in, sorry. Howdy. If you're about 5 years experience, if you've got good experience in Adobe applications like Illustrator and Photoshop, it's a good deal. Yeah, I used to, but when I first started doing graphics, it was Jask Paint Shop Pro. And then I kind of moved over to Adobe, but I couldn't legitimately use the Adobe apps that I have, programs. It was a long time ago. But anyway, yeah. I just use the simple stuff. But for like making brochures and things like that, as long as you got a good camera and your lighting's good, you should be all right. But the lighting, not sure if it's not sure if it is on my end, but I hear some popping in the audio. That is not good. It may be me. I don't know what the deal is with audio. I watch these people doing live streams, and their audio runs perfect all the way through. And a lot of times on mine, it will start kind of breaking up, almost like the preamps are getting hot on the little preamp thing down there. What was it? Focusrite? I don't know. But I don't know how good it is. I didn't pay for it. So I don't know. I did pay for the mic, though. I hear the audio popping, too. Wonder what... I watch it on this bar, and I don't see it. I don't know if I can get this to come on. Yeah. Well, I can hear it here. I don't know if that's truly what y'all are hearing. Oh, well, I can't really listen to it on my phone because that would cause an issue. I don't know what the popping is. If anybody has any idea, I will gladly try to fix it, but hopefully it's not too bad. Is that really what it sounded like? Oh, I'm getting back feed, I guess. Anyway, I don't know. It's funny. I can talk to Emily sometimes on the phone. She said my natives are beating the drums. It's like she can hear sound like something hitting the wall or something. It kind of bothers me. Yeah. I can't say that I spent a lot of money on the audio here because the only thing I have bought is, well, I did buy the little stand here and the mic, but as far as the preamp thing, didn't buy that. But they're supposed to be good, but I don't know how old it is. It's probably 15 years old, 10, 15 years. I have no idea. But if the popping gets too bad, y'all let me know. It's not a big deal. Just want to make sure you don't catch fire. Yeah. Well, if I do, that would make for good content, right? I should have done a review on a fire extinguisher, I reckon. Maybe I need to. Actually, I did do reviews on little fire extinguishers. There's about the size of my cup here. I don't remember what I did with those. I gave them to somebody. It was like those little fire extinguishers that come in apartments, that you could probably spray down a skillet with, but you're not going to put out a big fire with them. If you catch curtains on fire, you better just call the fire department. Maybe it's loose cable. Could be. It very well could be. I wonder if we do this. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. And actually, I'm not using the cable. Actually, the mic didn't come with cable. I wonder if that's a difference. I need a sound guy to tell me, because I don't know if this cable is heavy, like some of the, probably the stuff that you're supposed to use for like the Rode mics and stuff. But if it works, we're going to go with it. And maybe next year I'll buy a whole new setup. It depends on how the new channel goes, if the new channel goes real good and the Facebook monetization thing goes real good, yeah, I'll probably buy some new equipment, because I'm not into Ferraris and stuff. I would like to have a new GM, not new, but a new GMC pickup or a Yukon or something. There is one thing that I was wanting to check for myself on here while we're looking. Let's just go to Amazon. Oh, I was looking at shirts on here. And the Screen Pro, there it is, came up in my. We need 100 gigabyte up. Can you do the V90? Don't see the V90. V30. Hold on just a second. In case my grandkids are watching, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go to my browsing history. Oh, Lord, I've been looking at a lot of stuff. I don't know how far back I have to go. Oh, I forgot I did get a tarp, or not a tarp, but a thing you attach it to your car, and it's got two poles and it gives you shade. It is kind of a awning thing, kind of like the rollout that you put on an RV, the canopy looking thing. But this one's got two little vacuum cups that stick to the top of your car. Man, Brian, you have been busy. I don't even see it. Well, even looked at e-bikes. Man, they're expensive. I saw a Ferrari around here earlier today. That'll be a lot of use if you get any snow. No joke. Well, wonder if I can type in V90. Oh, there it is, V90. It's 128, 189. I'm going to go back to here. This is what I need. Yeah, I even saved it for later. I was hoping it would go on the Black Friday thing, but apparently not. I like the Zoom audio mics. They are well priced too. Really, I don't remember what I gave. Let's see. Well, I got to do this again. The hide from the grandkids, because I did order this and paid for it. I'm curious. I don't remember. Oh, there it is. It was $95. Well, that 119 is probably what I paid for it. That was just last month. Seems like it'd been longer than that. I had the Focusrite Scarlett mic, but this one, it really sounded better, I think. Not a lot better, but it did sound better. And I know this is not the high price microphone, but if you're just doing this kind of live stream like I do, and you're not doing like podcasting and things like that, I mean, your audio needs to sound good no matter what you're doing. But to spend $300 on a microphone for technically 2 live streams a week for just chilling and hanging out, I don't know if it really makes sense to spend a whole lot. But since I did get this Osbot camera, it actually does pretty good. I may wind up doing some reviews using it, and then I would be using my microphone. It's not Black Friday. It may be Cyber Monday. So yeah. That's what I had put that SD card in my save for later, just in case. So we will see. What did I do? Let's see if what camera are you using? I'll show you exactly in just a second. Let me hide. Browsing history. No, I don't want browsing history. I want orders. Orders. Because I didn't buy it too long ago. It's the Osbot. There it is. Osbot Tiny 2 Lite. However, of course, it's on sale now. Could have saved $30. That's the one I'm using right now. And then it did come with the little tripod thing right there, and it's around here somewhere. It's not worth nothing, really. Maybe to hold a light or something. I guess in different situations it might be all right, but it was the same price with it or without it, so I've ordered it with it. Why not? But it's a pretty decent little camera. What's his Black? Danny Black had done a review on this, and I was impressed with it, and it had pretty good, 4.5 stars. It's pretty good for $131. I've got some big high dollar, they're $400 conference mics. Cameras. I've got one sitting up here. I've got one over in the closet. I don't particularly like them because of their focus. This one, I can, go up and it focuses. And those, you couldn't do. You can ask like Ray and some others that's been here for a while. They won't focus. No, I don't do Alexa. I don't have an Alexa. I don't even have Google Home. What I've got is, I say, "Hey Google," and it pops up. And it pops up over here. Actually, it's Gemini now, isn't it? But anyway, you can get to it the same way. That's the closest I have to anything like that. Okay, it's nice video quality, my cheap one, but just uses the laptop camera. I like this camera for $131. What I really, really wanted, but you have to spend big bucks for them, a lot bigger than I got, is I wanted one because I bought the face tracker deal that you put your phone on and it will follow you. And those are okay if you're 5 foot away from them. But some of the reviews I do out in the backyard, and I may be over the gate and walk out to the shed. And that, like if you're doing a lawnmower review or a weed eater or something like that, you need it to track you. And I was really wanting one of these cameras that I could use as a webcam, and then I could take it out in the yard and use it too. But unless you buy the really expensive one, they have to have power. So I would have to take my laptop out there and do all that. kind of a pain. And I'm not spending big bucks on a camera to do live streams with when I've got a Canon EOS R, and now ordering a new lens for it, the 16 mil, so I get a wide view, and you can actually crop in really good because everything I do pretty much in 4K, so you can crop in pretty good, and you can get your, you can pan over when you're editing and things like that. But this little camera, though, for 131 bucks is not a bad camera. After I figured out how to turn the hand gestures for a while when I first got it, you could do something like that, and it would go over here and move up, or it's got all kinds of hand gestures. I turned all that off. I had no use for any of that. What Alexa doesn't understand me. Mine will tell me when a price changes or something in the Amazon cart. I learned the cheaper price might only be for the day. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I have the DJI Pocket 3 and have been told it can do the webcam, but haven't tried it yet. Still need to get to 50 subs. You'll get there. Just if you're doing, I'm assuming you're doing like reviews and stuff with your name. I looked at your channel, I think, but it takes forever because the review channels, they're so, unless you're in a specific niche like kitchen products or garage tools or shop tools, it takes a long time. But I can guarantee you will get the watch hours, you'll surpass that. You won't have any problem with them. Let's see. Can you, well, I have to open up YouTube because I can't click on your name. I thought I was, yeah. I can go right. Let me right click, go to channel. Oh man, is it going to take me off of here? Let's find out. If I disappear, you'll know it doesn't work. Oh, no, there. Oh, there we go. I thought I had subscribed to you. I guess not. Maybe I did on their channel, but there you go. Now you need a few less. Yeah. Yeah, I did because you watch um Andre. And I think it was Dash and Grandpa that I might have subscribed to you on, and it's not on. I got technically I got 4 channels, but 2 of them are currently active. The third one, hopefully this coming next year, it'll be active so I can slow down a little bit. Yeah, I knew your name, and I thought I subscribed to you, but it was on Dash and Grandpa, I think, where I subscribed to you because y'all were fixing to go to Disneyland. As far as using that Osmo, I know that you can, because I've got 2 GoPros, and I know you can use them. They're kind of a pain because you have to install the software on the computer. And it's not like plug and play, not with the GoPro anyway. The new GoPros, maybe. But from what I saw on Andre's I don't think the 14 is out yet. But the last one he was talking about, it wasn't any more than what I already got. And I think he had said that a 14 was coming out. And what is up with him? Because I thought he was going to start doing live streams every Sunday night. He may not. We're talking about him. He should have been here to explain himself. And I haven't quite figured out what he does for a living. I think he might be into real estate. I know on his, what do you call it, membership, he discussed it. If you was a member, you could watch his special videos. But I'm not a member, so I don't know. But he had said something the other day in a video about real estate, and I kind of wonder if that's what, if he's not a real estate guy. I don't know. Whatever he's doing pretty good, because I kind of know the area he lives in, and it ain't cheap. Of course, I'm cheap, so everything sounds high to me. But yeah, if y'all haven't subscribed to Oscar's channel, right there it is. And oh, well, I appreciate that. I wished I had his voice. He has got the perfect voice for doing this stuff. My voice, not so much, but he's got that deep, baritone voice, and and he really checks out the stuff that he uses before he says if he likes it or not. And he knows the ins and outs of it. I don't have the time to go through stuff to, there we go. I don't know if anybody posted that or not, but there it is. I have so much stuff coming in all the time. And I will eventually get to that point to where I know there's two products that I have learned a lot on recently over the last few months. One of them is dash cams. And it's not that I've learned which one is a good one, because I have not had that many that now that I know a little more about them, that I can honestly say are good. They do the job. And main thing is on those, if you can see the car that cuts out in front of you or whatever, that's pretty much good enough, because if you have a wreck, they're not going to probably be running off anyway. But as far as true 4K, like a lot of them advertise, they're not. They're upscaled to be 4K, but they do not actually, the video quality is not actually 4K. And that's and another thing on the security cameras that I found out about is they may say that they're AI tracking. Wrong again. That's another advertiser's fluff that is not true, because they use pixels. Any moving pixels is what it traces. It's not tracing humans and stuff like that until you get into the higher price security cameras. For $100 or less, you're not going to get an AI human tracking camera. I have not seen one anyway, and I've reviewed several security cameras, and they work. You know, they will tell you if somebody's coming up or whatever, or you can watch them on the monitor. I've got, I think it's 15.6-inch tablet over here that I have hooked up to my security camera. But anyway, but yeah, Andre really researches his stuff, and when he says something's good, I trust and believe in him, and I want to be like him. I want to be like him when I grow up. I just want the time. I don't have the time because I'm dealing with, and he don't deal with these people like I do. A lot of the stuff he buys, I mean, I know he gets sent some stuff, but I have so much stuff that gets sent to me. I don't have time to pretty much box openings and a quick run through. And that's one of the reasons, like I have my China dolls. It's an agency, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of cut them off, because I don't really need their stuff. I mean, it's nice to have the stuff coming in, but I want to slow down. And I've got so many products now that I can do follow-up reviews on. I've got an electric stand-up scooter in there that is not an expensive one, and it's been a year and a half, and that thing is still going like it's brand new. And I would love to do a follow-up video. Of course, now it's winter again. So it may be a 2-year video follow-up, but I've got a lot of stuff that I could redo. Anyway. My tablet over here. I will say one thing about this big tablet. Maswell, if you'll see the review on that. After so long, I've had it, I don't know, quite a while. If you leave it plugged in all the time, it'll start kind of flashing. It's like it's almost getting overheated. And if you unplug it for a while, then you just got to remember to plug it back in. Of course, I don't know that they're actually made to be plugged in constantly. So it's probably nothing against them. It's just the way I'm using it. I really probably just need a regular little smart TV. But the problem with the smart TV is I don't know that you can, I think we looked into that, and you can't connect the security camera because you have to install the app. And on TVs, the smart TVs, at least the ones that I've been around, you can't install apps like the apps that goes on the security cameras. I don't know. Anyway, Oscar, I subscribe to. You're at 51. You subscribe to me if you want to. There you go. My wife is a Disney travel planner, so we go to Disney parks quite a bit. And we review the parks, resorts, food, rides, etc. And that's why I started reviewing the cameras that we use. Oh, that's cool. So, I think you said it before. I don't remember where you said you was from. The closest thing, well, it's not Disney though. We got Six Flags. It's a theme park, but nothing like that. I've never been to any of the Disney worlds or anything. There you go. Go to back and watch the Bird Feeder video. She's got some pretty cool stuff on there. She did, if you do much spray painting, she did a review on one, and I actually ordered them. I don't use them very much, and I haven't used it yet, but when I get ready to use it, because I had a windmill, and I bought a can of spray paint, and I spray paint, and my fingers get so sore holding that button. You switch hands. This is a little gun type thing that slides on top of the spray can, and man, that's going to be nice. She's got some pretty cool stuff in Texas. Okay, me too. Yeah. So Andre's in Texas too, and he's down there. Wasn't like South Lake? I think it's South Lake, somewhere over there. Oscar, I live near Houston. Oh, Oscar, go watch the one of the cornholder. Oh, yeah. South Texas got a couple of Southern Texas people in here. Yeah, I'm about as far north as you can. Well, no, I actually can go up to Dalhart and on up in the Panhandle. I'm right outside of Wichita Falls. Sitting on the beautiful banks of the Muddy Red River. Right? I've told people, and people say, where's Wichita Falls? I said, it's right on the edge of hell. You go east, and it's beautiful, and you go west, and it's, unless you're in the flat farmland, no trees to speak of. But you can go east of here 30 miles, 20 miles, 20, 30 miles, then it starts getting pretty. We're right at the gate. You love the Panhandle. We had some, technically, they were family by marriage, but long-term friends, I guess. They lived in Colorado, and That's what they would say is they loved it here because they could see for miles. And where they lived in Colorado, you could see across your backyard. That was pretty much it. So I guess it depends on where you're from. And I'm from up here where I can see the casino over at Oklahoma. I don't like that particular casino, and I won't go to that particular casino, but I can see the lights of I can see the lights of that casino. I watched that one several times. Oh, the squirrel one. I love the panhandle. You need to work in April to see the beautiful bluebonns. I have a red bonnet here. We have plenty of blue bonnets here. I don't think I had any in this yard. And I started to throw some seed out, but I've got those big old, some kind of trees, or not pine trees, cedar, some kind of cedar trees, and they pretty much keep my yard in the dark and shade. So grass don't hardly grow. It's hard. I've tried to plant a flower bed, and they came out. They're supposed to be partially shady. They came out all right, but nothing great. And I thought about planting some more flowers, but I think it's beating a dead horse. It's just not going to grow good. And the backyard's almost as bad. And when I mow the backyard, I don't know. I use the grass catcher because now there's stickers back there, and about 90% of the grass catcher bag is dirt. So, but I'm just renting, so I don't want to invest too much on landscaping here. Eventually, I'd like to move on out a couple of miles away from sounds because I'm videoing. Man, I'll be in the living room and somebody come by on a motorcycle. I mean, if I wasn't videoing, it wouldn't be bad. But when you're trying to video, I really like this heated vest that you reviewed, or should I say, my wife liked it. And the felt one, that is a nice one. I have two vests. Why won't I go back? Oh, I can't go back. Man, where did we go? Wouldn't it be easier just to go up here and click that? There we go. Yeah, that vest. I like the two vests that I have are that kind of plasticky feeling. I mean, they heat good and everything. But that last vest that I did, it's cloth. It's nice. I like it. If you stay live, Tim will be around in 10 minutes. Yeah, he had left a message on here that said he had a late delivery, which kind of different for him. Usually it's well for you too, I guess. Usually morning folks. I'm not a morning person. Have to go now, guys. Need to go do some laundry. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I did my laundry yesterday. If I plan to be on Ask Grandpa channel tomorrow night. So if you're not too busy or not too tired, I'll be there. I should be there. I never promise nothing. Anyway, have a good night and happy Thanksgiving, Pork Chop. Thanks for being here. His last one was at 9 p.m. or so. Oh, wow. You see my notification? Okay. Yeah, I want to schedule it, but the live stream, but I'm not real sure. You know, most likely I'll be on there because it will be the first live stream of the new channel. Technically, it's not a new channel, but I mean the new rebranding of that channel. Where is that? That best wasn't that long ago, was it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. This, I didn't get extra small. We know that. Extra large. If I keep eating crap I've been eating, it's going to be the 2X. The micro fleece, yeah. That's a nice one. It is nice. I like it better than the ones that I got, but I've already got them, so might as well sell it. I don't remember. May I've sold it. I don't know. Did we ever? I was kind of curious when we was talking about Andre. Did you ever say anything? Yes, Andre. Okay, so you work for the Union Pacific. I missed that. I was wondering if you said anything about Andre, because I thought he was going to start doing live streams. I had to go back on that, but I thought I might have missed something. But anyway. Cool man. Yeah, this is a nice one. Well, hello, Coconut Pete. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, another couple hours is close enough, right? Hope you are doing well. We just sliding through the different stuff here. There was the mic right there. I sat there and was looking for it. Is it still popping, by the way? Hopefully not. If you got cats, this is kind of cool. No pun intended. That kind of hot. Blows heat out right here, and up there where that cat's laying, it heats up. It's got a little blanket bed thing that you lay up there, but you can leave it up there for a few minutes, and it starts warming up. And poor dog laying there on the cold ground. That cat's up there like a queen. Oh, it's still popping. So any I guess I could put that in cat's house. The best life, yeah. Yeah, poor things down there freezing. They look like they're both so mistreated. I'm just curious. Audio peaking and clipping. Is it? Well, maybe it is. Oh, I bet it is. Let me turn it down. 1, 2. All right, y'all see. Let's turn it down a little bit more. Y'all see if it's still. Well, it's still peaking right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, y'all see if it's still popping. Y'all let me know. Maybe that helps. Hello, Cassandra. How's things out in the Vegas land? Bet it's warm. Well, I don't know. It gets pretty cool out there at night, I guess. Not as bad now. Maybe that's what it was doing. Because it was jumping over into the -5, the little red zone. Maybe it'll quit. And maybe I shouldn't be so loud. I'm not a professional, y'all. Lower your input 3 to 6 dB. It's at 3.4 dB right now. What's the OBS meters? Keep peaks around 10, -10. Okay, that's where we're at right now. So we'll see if that's better. Driving with spice. And everything nice. I actually took this out of the box and got it. Actually, it's sitting. I don't know if you can see it. Sitting back there by that one plant. I went ahead and decided to keep it because I have so many things that need to be charging. And then I've got so many, I got to have a cord for my phone to transfer data. I need one for the GoPro to transfer data. And even with hubs plugged in, then you got the camera plugged in and just different stuff plugged in. I thought I just need another device just to charge like phones and my motion light. I have a little motion light that's put under the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. So when I get up in the middle of the night, I don't have to worry about finding a light switch. Light comes on. Works perfect. Yes, I am lazy. But it's still there. The popping is still here. Well, I'm trying to talk lower, and I did turn it down. So might have to do. The bad thing is, it's hard for me to. There's that boom arm I bought. It's hard for me to check it because when I listen to it with my headphones, it's going directly from here to the amp to the headphones. It's not running through the computer and all that. So it's hard to isolate the issue. If Tim gets back here, he may have an idea about the mic. Yeah, I'll hang around for a little bit longer. I did not do any videos yesterday. I did not do any videos today. But technically for today, the live stream counts as a video as far as algorithm goes. But I don't have a video for tomorrow, and I have lots of things in there that I could do. This right here is pretty cool. The drawback, I've got it mounted in there on my desk in the living room. The drawback to it is you can't get your camera for your overhead shots very far away from this. It's good enough. It's just, I wished it was this boom up here would slide out further. So you're behind on your videos too? Yeah. I think I counted 12 items. Well, I got one in. I got some headphones in today. I could probably just like these. No, those was hearing aids. That's them things. My problem is when I went to my cancer doctor, there's a hearing testing place there too in the same office building. And he asked me if I wanted to go ahead and get my hearing tested. He goes, it's free if you want to go get it checked. And I did. And, they're trying to sell you the headphone or the hearing aids. and I know what really good hearing aids sound like. And unfortunately, you're not going to buy those over the counter. These that I've done, I just say they amplify the sound, which they do. I mean, but it doesn't. I want something to sound like a little bass in it and stuff. But, yeah. See, a lot of this stuff I have kept, like this filing cabinet I kept. I think this is the one I got in my car. Yeah, I got this one in my car. This is in there under. I use this the other night. I don't cook much, y'all, but I had bought some of that pre-made fajita meats as you can buy, back by the lunch meat and stuff at the grocery store. And then I bought some frozen peppers, like the cut up uh, bell peppers and stuff. But it said to use 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, and you put it in that. And I did some cooking with that. Worked pretty good. I'm just not much of a cook, but that come out pretty good. But you don't get much in that little package of fajita meats. I need to do a review on the newer set of headphones. They're very good for the money. Surprisingly good, actually. Newer is a good brand. I've reviewed some. I actually have bought some stuff from them. Back when I was doing Dirty Shoes Adventures, I think the chesty that holds the GoPro, I think it was by Newer. Newer and Ulanzi, I've used quite a bit of stuff from. On this stuff, I don't even remember. These are, is that the Mempod? No, this is not the Mempod. I did some from Mempod. Those were really good. I got those actually out in the car. This is attached to the back of the house now. But if y'all ever get one of these hose reels like this, or any hose, this part right there, if you forget to turn your water off, it will blow off the end of this hose, even with that compression fitting, because I found out. I don't know how many days later, my water bill was a little bit more than what it normally is. And it was kind of flooded out there beside the house. I forgot to turn the water off, and I guess the pressure built up and it blew the sprayer off of it. Not an issue with this per se, just how that's made, but mostly my negligence. So if you get one, just beware. I'm reviewing some pretty cool stuff. There's that deal I was talking about, following. It actually does good if you're within like 5 foot from your camera. But if you get 10, 15, 20 foot from it, it'll lose you. It can't track that far away from it. Other than as long as you're close, they do great. I had actually, don't know for a fact it was this brand, but it's identical to it. But mine, right down here, let's see if it shows a picture. No, it don't show a picture. But anyway, down here at the bottom, this base plate unscrews and you can put it on a regular tripod. But that piece that goes up in it, mine broke loose. And it's probably because I dropped it. But I sent this one back. It was $35. It's $25 now. I'd rather have the money in the bank. Oh, here's that thing that's doing the lights. There it is. I'm surprised that's not on the Black Friday thing. But it's like Pork Chop said, it might be they might do a Cyber Monday thing on them. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I kept it, like it, and I know they make these for kids, but man, if you look into this laser part where it's doing the lights, that's bright. I'm not real sure that wouldn't hurt your eyes. I could do with one of those space chasers. And they're cool. Like I said, as long as you're close, they work great. But if you're going to be out 15 or so foot from your camera, not so great. I was looking for this video the other night. This is actually on Amazon Creator Connections. And if y'all do Amazon, if you become an Amazon video influencer or Amazon influencer, make sure you do the Creator Connections because you can make decent money. You can make not quite as much as your on-site commissions, but you can make close to it. They pay some of the stuff's 10% commissions, some of it's 30%. Well, one I signed on the other night was 50% commission. You definitely want to do that. I sold this one. Little gun safe. Or a little safe, not necessarily a gun safe, but gonna shut it down for the night. But want to say thank you guys for the subs. Y'all made my day. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Yeah, good night. Thanks for being here and coming hanging out. And if you get bored tomorrow night, come on over to Ask Grandpa. Actually, there's more to that title, but I can't think of it. Anyway, the Dashing Grandpa channel. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Ray, if you move much stuff around, you might use something like that. Some of this stuff I get in is pretty heavy, and if I can just tilt the box over to get it in the house, I can have that sitting in the front door and just lay it on down on it, and then I can roll it around in the house. Pretty handy dandy little tool right there. Just a furniture dolly basically, but yeah, I've got some headphones in there right now, basically just like the $107. Oh, this is the hearing aid ones. These are some more that, I mean, you can use them for music, but they just make your sounds amplified. They don't sound that great. Guess who's back? The cheeky lad himself. Every time I hear back, I think Back in Black. What was that? What was that song? Guess who just got back in town today? That wild-eyed boy and moved away. The boys are back in town. That's it. Roll me around. Oh, I need to. Hey, you could set it. You could put you a lawn chair on it and have Wendy push you around. You could get you a chair like this. Apparently unavailable. That was on Creator Connections. I guess they sold all they had. Something else, and if you're doing anything affiliate marketing, especially with Amazon, I don't know how other places are. They sometimes change the ASIN number, in which case will make your link no longer good. So you have to see if you can find it. Let's look, because they may have changed it. Hunting blind, hunting chair. Let's get down here. But you want to check this stuff. That's it right there. It's currently unavailable. But you do want to keep an eye on that stuff, because sometimes they change those links and then you wind up with this. And I had thought about going through my 1,000 videos and deleting that stuff, but even if somebody clicks on this, it'll put them, a lot of times it will show alternatives at the bottom of the Amazon page. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, that was it, wasn't it? But a lot of times, this one didn't. But a lot of times, right down here, where the hunting blinds are, it'll show alternatives. My video's still on there. But even if somebody doesn't buy this one and they do a search for another hunting chair, you will still get commissions from that if they purchase it in the next, was it 24 or 48 hours, something like that. Oh, Tim did sneak in the door. We were talking about you a little bit ago, Tim. I can't repeat it now since you're here. I'm just playing. They was talking about my microphone popping. And howdy, by the way. Hope your delivery went well. I think the crackling is just a bit of feedback. But I wonder what's causing it, though. That's my issue. Is it my diaphragm? Do I need to sit up and act like I got good sense? What my mom used to say, sit up and act like you got good sense. Maybe not in exactly those words, but it was basically something like that. I turned the gain down on it, down to 10 dB, like ChatGPT said to do, but try pushing the mic back a bit. Okay, well, there. I don't know if that will work better or not. I used to have it like above my other mic, I'd have it above me, and that wasn't good. Then I started using my wireless mics that I use for videos, because you could just walk all over the house. You didn't have to stay right in front of this thing. Nope, it's still crackling. And I don't know what it could be. That's bothering me. Explosive air hits, PBT sound. Air blast hitting the mic diaphragm. I don't think that's it. Buffer size too low. Increasing your audio buffer size. USB power issues. That could very well be it. Plug the audio interface into the direct USB, not a hub. And actually, I do think I have it plugged into a hub. No, actually, I don't have it plugged into a hub, but this is especially buffer size too low on the Scarlett Focusrite. Oh, I already knows that's what I'm using. But the motherboard on my computer is supposed to have the high output ports, the 3.0 whatever, and you can go in there and check it on the hardware, whatever. I can't remember what it's called. And it's not delivering that. And even if you try to update it, it will not update. You can go in there and get the files, the drivers themselves, and directly put them in there, and it will not accept them. And after further investigation, this particular motherboard and this computer is known for having that problem. So, there you have it. My little mini PC may actually do a better job than the big one as far as that goes. But I just now got this sucker paid off. And if Mom's watching, the card's paid off. Sample rate mismatch. I don't know. I don't know really. I was really hoping it might be just a cable issue. Because I can order a cable. That's not a problem. Increase your audio buffer size. How do you increase the audio buffer size? I pulled the cable, maybe some static on it. Well, I unplugged it earlier, but yeah, because the red cable running from the Focusrite to the computer is plugged directly into the computer. So the camera actually is plugged into a hub because the cord's not long enough because the computer's at the end of the desk down there. You know, these electronic things have their crazy moments, yeah. Have y'all never noticed the popping before, or is it just tonight? My problem with the mics is I got to remember when I get over here, I got to stay kind of close to it. Tim disappeared. He said, I just got through working. I ain't working no more. You figure out your own audio problems. Faulty cables or connectors. XLR cables and adapters sometimes develop tiny breaks that cause intermittent popping. And it very well could be. I don't know how old this cable is. I just used the same cable that it came with. I actually might have another cable. I don't remember. If I don't, I'll order one because they're not expensive. You probably fell asleep or making some dinner. Yeah. I know he's a cook, so I wonder if he like throws some burritos in the microwave, or if he goes in there and slices and dices and fries and then does this and then mixes this in it and all that, or has just regular ordinary meals, or if he stops by Taco Bell or because Tim's a cook, you know, he knows his stuff on all that. Me, it goes in the microwave or the air fryer. When I moved in here, the stove was bad. They replaced the stove, and I have used that oven twice, and I've been here just over a year now. One of the burners on the stove, I still hadn't used it. I heat tortillas up on a cast iron plate thing, and then occasionally I might use a skillet when I'm making omelets or something on the front burner, but like the back right burner, it ain't been used at all, I know. I've seen some of his videos. I get hungry watching him cook. Yeah. He'd been proud of me frying them peppers in that little fancy skillet and putting the pre-cooked fajita meat in it. I microwave. Yeah. Microwave and Air fryer is my go-to. Okay, off the phone with me. Oh, nothing, Tim. Nothing. We're actually, we were sitting there talking about cooking, and I'll tell you, because I said, I wonder if Tim, being the cook that he is, sits there when he gets home, because Ray said something about you might be fixing you something to eat since you've been working. I said, I wonder if he like cuts, slices and dices this stuff up and cooks it and puts this in it and this in it or that in it, or does he just throw a frozen burrito in the microwave or whatever? Because we know you're a good cook. Well, we haven't ate your, but we've watched you cooking, so we know you know how to cook. Ray, so you're live before I left this morning, and now I just got home for the day. Wow. You do both? I said, Tim would be proud of me because I got some pre-cooked fajita meat, but I did buy some frozen peppers and stuff, and I put them in a skillet with 1 tablespoon of oil, and what do you call that, like stir fry them or whatever, and then put it all in there. That was big cooking for me. But I said, Tim would be proud of me. I used my little skillet I did a review on, and I kept the skillet, but it's one of those deep ones. I guess it's for stir frying and things like that. It's too deep and too high edge for omelets. I have to use my little one. Stir fry. And see, I'm learning. 60 years old and I'm learning. I've done the frozen stir fry stuff a lot. It's actually pretty good. The only thing I have an issue with that little fajita, I still got the peppers and stuff, but that fajita meat, there's just not much in that little package. You can make like 2 burritos with it, and that's what I. Am I still here? Error, you need to change. You need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is 38 by 2160, which is not supported for this configuration. Mm-hmm. Or a waste of money. Buy the fresh chicken or beef, pork, and do it yourself. I don't know what this is. I got this. Open the widget. The audio stream's current bitrate is 0. Audio stream's bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use the audio stream bitrate of 128. Stream settings. Well, there's not sport closed captions 1440p. I may have disconnected myself, but this could have something to do with it. I've never had this error message. No. I don't see anywhere where you can change anything. No, we still hear and see you. Okay, good deal. I don't see where you could change the bit rate and all that. You open up the little widget, and that's all that says. You go to stream settings, and this is all for your stuff for YouTube. I don't know. Properties. Display. Display set at 1920 by 1080. Well, that's that screen. Monitor too. I had a 2-hour break between the second and the third delivery, so I spent that at Costco. And after the third delivery, I came home for about an hour and a half. Last pickup was at 9:02. Wow, you've been a busy man today. That's for sure. Can't change any of this. Filters. There's no filters. And another driver delivered like $12,000 worth of Bob Evans today to one of the Amazons up here. Wow. Let's see what happens here. Hello, hello. Yeah, that's still working. I changed the same thing though. I don't know. May just order a new XLR cable and try that. It might be the cheapest quick fix, maybe. Four, 8 input, maybe. Elgato. Elgato's supposed to be a big brand. Another camera lenses. Oh, excuse me. Input. That was female on this end, male on that end. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a tape measure. Because my guess, it's either this XLR cable or it's not getting enough power to it because of the USB ports on the computer. So we'll go from here to the wall. What did I say? 4 foot? That's only 3 foot right here. That's plenty. And that's 5 foot, so 8 foot. I think that's about what I said. So 10 foot would be long enough. I had a static issue for a while. Got new cables and a new mic. Kept having the issue. Never did figure it out. It just went away. With this XLR cable is probably 10 plus years old. I don't know. It was with that Focusrite stuff that I got from off the curb when some people got evicted. There's some apartments I lived at, and they say, go ahead and take whatever you want. Okay. This is pretty much all I grabbed was this little Scarlet headphone. There's a little box full of stuff. I probably have the cable in a bag here somewhere, brand new. Wouldn't you say this would be a pretty good 3? Is it, what is it, 3 millimeter or 3 meter? Is that, I don't do meters. Does that mean that's 10 foot? But I wonder if it make a thicker cable. I don't need nothing that, because thicker cable would be for running longer distances, and I'm not running that long a distance. And this is the Elgato brand, so it ought to be all right. I recognize that brand, Elgato. I've heard people talk, I think, camera lenses. Some of the YouTuber gurus, I've heard them talking about that. I think it's Elgato. And I know Danny Black, he uses some Elgato stuff. He's a reviewer. I think this one would be good, though. So let me do this real quick. Add to cart. Proceed to cart. This will be my Christmas present to me. Yippee. Fine, fine, fine. 2704. Place order. Bam. Now I'm broke. Sorry, grandkids, y'all don't get anything for Christmas because Grandpa had to get a new cable for his microphone, for his live streams. You know, he can't go without that one. I'm joking. Sort of. It kind of looks like that microphone Ray's got. Kind of that square looking. Oh well. Oh man, there was one for $17.59. It was a 2-pack. I don't know what I'd do with 2 of them. Fiber. Just quit looking because you'll find something better. Anyway, I guess I should go ahead and get off here. I've been rattling away and looking at stuff and probably boring y'all to death. Ray's probably wanting to go live. Tim's probably wanting to just go to bed. This is a pretty good knife right here for cutting boxes open and stuff. it was a pretty good deal. So, not bored at all. Oh, wow. Wonder, can you see? Wonder if you can filter like oldest and newest. Oh, I guess you really can't. I was supposed to make a charhoochie charahuchi board this evening for tomorrow, but all the deliveries and that late one really threw a wrench into my plans. What is a charahoochie board or whatever you say? And I'm still here and scroll that far back, and there's a lot before that. That thing, I got that in the kitchen. That's a handy little deal right there. I've got an ice cream maker that I put right down here. It's the only thing in here. And I use the ice cream maker to make the video with because I really thought I would use it, but I haven't. You've done a lot of videos. Yeah, there was 1,000 or something on here. That's why I wished you could just filter. There's this. No, that was that other scooter. That was the one I sold. I have like 13 different meats, 5 different sliced cheeses, and 3 different cheese spreads, 3 different types of olives. I thought there was only 2 kind of olives, white, green and black. What do I know? White and red grapes, celery, carrots. Oh, so it's like a big food tray, basically. There's no way I'll scroll to the end. I work at the apartments now. I recognize that. There was my scooter. If it's still available. Oh wow, $200. That ain't bad. I thought it was like 300 and something when I did it originally. A good little scooter. It's still going strong. Not the only drawback to it, it's got the solid tires on it, and then when you're riding on a rough road, it's pretty rough. But if you have that inflatable tires, then you stand a chance of having a flat. Yes, and they call them char charcuterie board. Charcuterie boards or charhoochie is funnier. Hoochie mamas. Him be doing the hoochie mamas over there. Well, if you had some hoochie mamas, they would have got that board ready for you, and all that food would be sliced up and ready to go. There's my monitor. It's still working good. Currently unavailable. A bunch of my stuff is going to be like that. Pronounce charcuterie. Charcuterie. Where's my grill? Did I? No, that was the table that went. I thought I bought that grill. Currently unavailable. There's a lot of things that are unavailable. Trying to get down to the very end, but don't really know how to do that. Oh, did we reach the very end? See, am I in the infinity in that? Yeah, that's the infinity logo, isn't it? Hmm. It'd be interesting to go back and see if you really had time. Go back and see what all I have done that I actually still have. I actually still have this. It's in the box too. I think it's in that closet. I don't know why I have it. I just like knives. Is that? This might be the one that's above my mom's garage, and it's still going strong. I can't remember if that's it or not. A lot of stuff. Stuff. That's still working, I know. Currently unavailable. Is everything currently unavailable? Oh, no, that was a horse exercise equipment. Nobody wants that. What is that? Oh, here's my desk currently unavailable. I wish this was darker wood, but it's all right. You can leave it an L shape or go straight. They work. They work when they How about two of those lights? They're crazy. The one that I put on Mom's garage, it's pretty good. It's still working just like it's supposed to. I'm seeing if they just changed the length on this, but this is how I got mine set up. So apparently they just ain't getting nothing out. And if I go back, it's going to be all the way back up to the top. No, don't look like it. There's that. Unavailable. That's still up there good. It's still usable and being used. This is sitting in a barn. Emily's mom wanted it, so she actually bought it from me. And I think when we put it together, it was probably the one and only time it's been outside. She put the cushions and stuff in the barn so it wouldn't blow away because they live out in the country, and it probably hasn't left the barn. I don't know. I'm actually using this one now. It's a good shower head. I have one with a filter on it, and in particular, I mean, I used it for a long time, but I don't know. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Is this? Now, see this one? This you can see this is Emily's house. This one does not work. I think it comes on when it gets dark, but I think the batteries in it need replaced because it'll go off after about an hour. So we have that shower head. It works. Yeah, that shower head works good. I've done quite a few of those. This one may be the one that's on her back porch, and it's still working good. Let's see if
just got in our
yeah,
rechargeable battery.
Back porch. It's
Got the
still
light.
working good. I could do follow-ups, but I wish I knew more about solar. I have got a huge, I mean, it's 3 foot long and it's heavy. 480 amp hours. It's big. But I looked all that up on ChatGPT to see if it won't run the heater in here, but and I've got another smart battery in the closet and one in there in the washroom and this solar panel. But according to it said that it would run like the computer and monitors and a couple of lights all day and all night without a problem at all. But technically, I could probably set everything except for my little space heater, probably set everything up in here in the office on solar. But I don't really know enough about it to do it. I mean, I got a 1500 watt inverter. So, but you figure you got to have 2 power cords for monitors. You're going to have a power cord for your computer. You're going to have power cords. Well, actually, one desk lamp works off USB. The other one works off a plug. But I'd have about 6 or 8 things plugged in. And there's only 2 plugs on that on that inverter. So that's why I say I don't know enough about electricity to know if you'd be trying to draw too many amps. The volts it would do. But the amperage, you got to calculate that in. And that's more thinking than I want to do or figure out how to do. Well, there's my old office. That was in Emily.
So I just got in my Lulling Arts.
That's been a minute ago. What was?
Sure.
Oh,
you could run that up like
that's
that.
the stand that I took down the other day.
Like that. Like that. Bring it forward, back.
You know what?
Wherever you need it. We'll just go with that for the moment and see how that works out. Just kind of tighten down a little bit. And we have our pop filter that we can put on here.
Well, this cable is not that old.
Top. And I didn't mention
this cable is the one that's off of that stand. I think. No, it's not. When I took that down, the cable was still on.
Further, so you can hang headphones on there if you have it in a position that you're able to do that. But in this particular application,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's not going to.
I think I threw this background away,
but that wouldn't be too practical. And we want
when I took these lights off of it, it pulled the coating off of it.
Run it like that and get it mounted where you needed it.
You know, and you could see the white line and all that.
There's plenty of slack.
And I had a pretty good setup over there.
Without pulling the cable. And there we have it. And we got it all hooked up. And I can clamp my GoPro on here. And
now I've got a whole room to myself. And you can see what I got. I thought I still have the LED lights, and I thought about putting them up, but you wouldn't be able to see them. This little device, it's still going because probably a couple of months ago, I sold something to a lady, and I knew the guy looked familiar, and he is who I sold this to. That's been 3 years ago or so, and he said it works great. He said that he hadn't had any issues with it, and he uses it all the time. You could put the lights around the door and give it some outline. I was thinking about ordering, I had the Halloween up there, and I was thinking about ordering. I think we looked at them one night, but it's like like a castle, a stairwell going up into like in a castle. I thought about getting something like that, or they have a bookcase with a bunch of books on it. I don't know. What would be an idea is to put an entire background on that whole wall and do away with that door and just walk around. But yeah, that castle will look pretty cool. I would have to I wouldn't necessarily have to take the doorknob off. But if you could just cover that whole entire wall and do away with that door. Because this house is one of the old houses. You go from this room to the other room to the bathroom into that room and then into the living room. So it's just like a circle. But technically, you could just go through the bathroom, bedroom, and then into here. I have this. That's one that's in my closet or in my room now. A lot of this stuff I still have. This, oh no, not that. That awning right there it got tore up. Wind's got it. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Definitely a lot of stuffs. What do you call it? Door cover. This be it. Yeah. See, there's one of them with the castle. I saw another one with the castle too, but I don't remember. There's the bookcase one. That one, that the Halloween one, it was cheap and actually it was really good material because I bought regular backgrounds for photography and they wasn't as good a material as what that was. Of course, it was a lot smaller. This is going to be mostly Christmas stuff right now. Santa on a pot. Ray, you need this one. That would look cool. Of course, it's not Halloween no more, but I don't know why I'm even looking. I already bought me some cable. That's all the money I get to spend until after the first of the year, unless something major comes up. That was my Christmas gift to me, and hopefully it'll help. It's probably gonna be a situation like Tim was talking about, and it's probably not gonna help nothing. And hopefully it'll just go away. But nobody's ever said anything about the popping before, so I don't know why now. I have several backgrounds that I bought to use on the British Festival for all the big selfies. Yeah, I've got I've got the green screen. I've got a fall one. I thought if the kids and my grandkids came over, I would do their pictures. And I've got one up in the kitchen right now. that I was going to do reviews in there, but I really haven't. I've stayed pretty much in the living room. But the living room is set up pretty nice with a bookcase behind it and all that. I think it's presentable. Not fantastic, but it's presentable. I figured they had more than that. Christmas, Halloween, alphabet, bird, botanical, doctor, horror, fantasy. What if I can find me 10 by 12? I find me one with Bo Derek and back young. If anybody's younger watching this, they're going, who? I want to Bo Derek and make it look like she's standing in the background. Or Shania Twain. I don't know. You know, I was looking at vehicles. There's a name from, yeah. I was looking at vehicles and I don't know, you know, I don't know. I don't know what this other YouTube channel is going to do. I don't know. You know, this channel is slowly creeping up $1 at a time. And if the other channel will get back to where it was at, that was $300-400 a month. And then if I wind up and get I don't know how much Facebook really pays, but I know they said people can make anywhere from 500 to 10,000 plus a month. I won't be making that much. I know that. But if I could make $500-600 a month, that would be great. But you know, 500 here, 500 there, 500 there, you know, a couple of grand from Amazon. That's why I'm not really pushing it on the vehicles, because who knows? Yeah, I don't plan on buying a brand new one. I don't care how much money I made. I'm not spending $100,000 on a GMC pickup. I'll let somebody else drive it for 6 months, and then I'll buy it for 80,000 or 70. That's crazy. I can run your videos for several days if you want. Well, man, I hope I ain't getting sick. The wheezing. Wheezing. The only thing about that, Ray, is hello, Presley, long time no see. The only thing about running that, like you're talking about, Ray, is the algorithm will see a spike and it will start pushing stuff out to other people, but then nobody else will be watching it. So then they're going to think nobody's interested in it, and it'll wind up in the long run hurting worse than it helps. Of course, you're going to get a big spike to begin with. I mean, it's kind of like running the shorts. The shorts put you out in front of a lot more people, no questioning that. But it's people that's wanting to watch shorts, and if they find out you primarily do long form, they're going to taper back off, and then it's going to make the algorithm think that nobody's interested. So, I don't know. But I do appreciate the offer. I mean, unless you do like me, like a lot of times, like when you're running a live, I'll turn it on, but I just let it go, and I do it pretty regularly. So, because I'm not constantly right here, I'll be in there videoing, and I may be in there an hour or so. I just let it run pretty, not all your lives, but a bunch of them. I just don't ever say anything because I'm not actually watching them, but I'm trying to help the hour watch time and all that. Did you get money? I know you have enough subscribers, but did you get enough? You should have plenty of watch time. So I guess you got monetized. Oh, you're welcome. I didn't know for sure if you got your channel monetized or not. I know you got the subscribers now. And you, as much time as you. Okay, good deal. Good deal. I don't know, the castle doors and the bookcase is really the only ones. My mind is kind of thinking, man, I could just order one big background and close that wall off. My mom would say, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Or the silliest thing. She wouldn't call it stupid. She'd say, then why would you want to do that? And once I did it, I'd be saying, crap, I got to walk all the way around. I got to walk that extra 20 steps. Expecting about 105 so far for next month. That's good. It's really good. The Dash and Grandpa, it's sitting at like $37 right now. I don't know what account I'm signed into. Well, I wished I was that skinny. AI sure makes you look nice. Look how good I look. My fingers look like it's a mile long. My hand looks skinny. I used to be skinny. My eye looks perfect. Yeah, this is about right on mine, on this one. I think it's at $37. I could run the Dash and Grandpa videos and getting more visitors with the changes. It went up. Well, I was at whatever 69. Then I lost a subscriber. But now I think it's back up to 69 again. Where am I going? There it is. I got to get used to looking at that.
Hey guys,
Ask Grandpa, life, learning, and creating.
Today marks a new chapter for this channel. Starting today, this channel is going to be called Ask Grandpa. Real talk about life, learning, and creating.
You know, $41.91. It's actually up.
Branding this channel.
Oh, it's 71 now. It was at 69, then it went to 68.
All of this.
And then I guess, I knew it went back to 69, but I guess I got a couple more subscribers.
Resolution and all that mess. But recently watched a video by Kevin.
But it was like $37. So hey, I'm look at that, 101% more than the previous 28 days. That tells you right there.
Somebody out there,
if you go back
today, not next month or the
month
after. I
don't know if you can.
Today. And that's what inspired me to go ahead and start this now.
2024.
So that being said, let me introduce you to the new channel name.
But you can't pick out particular days.
Real talk about life,
or months,
learning, and creating. If you got questions about anything,
but therefore,
but keep in mind,
was that
not
on
a
well,
or anything.
maybe
I'm
wrong.
not a professional. And
These,
if you need
December.
help, seek professional help.
Is this
just basic questions about life or?
Oh, that won't run yours. I guess 620. I thought there was like a couple of stuff. Was it 2023?
I'm still learning just like you.
Can you go? So you can't go back that far, can you?
We can help each other out, grow this channel, and maybe what you and I discuss,
go to 23.
Somebody else. Like I said, if you have questions, ask them because somebody else may have those same questions too.
Maybe.
You just never know who you might help. And remember, whatever you
say, I was going to say, there was a couple of months, it was like $300.
Choose your words wisely. I hope you get something out of the videos.
What the CTR is...
And just for those who are in the gig work and all that, those
1006.
are still going to be here.
And there, when I was doing all the DoorDash and all that, it was like $12 and $14.
I'm still here to help.
You know, you're not going to get that on every video, but you'll get it on some of them.
DoorDash or anything. Granted, I'm not doing much of that.
I'm looking to get my subscriber count to 1,500, but by the end of the year, I think 1455 right now.
Ask them. Because I guarantee you there'll be somebody around this channel.
I didn't know that.
Answer
I
your
didn't really
question,
think that I would
find
get
your answer.
the
If
reviews
you're getting
channel
value
to
in all of the
2,000,
videos, be sure
but
to
it's at
share
like
them, comment on the videos, hit the
2025.
thumbs up button and all that. Kind of tells YouTube you enjoyed what you watched, and that will help the algorithm boost the video and the channel. And I would appreciate it. And I'm sure somebody
2026.
else might also. So with that being said, welcome again, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.
This is what's pretty killer right there. That watch the views. There's some bigger channels in it because I've seen this screen on some of the YouTubers that's got 80 and 90,000 subscribers, and they're like at 46 to 48,000 views. So as far as views go, I'm right there with them. But the rest of it, no, I'm not. Oh, I want to show y'all a funny. Somebody commented on a video on that little hand edger that I had, the old school edger. Said, can you shut up and explain it? Nope. Best I can do is offer you this link to go check out and scroll down a little and find someone else's video to watch. Thanks for watching and hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I've been up like 7 hours, y'all. Can't stay up all night if you like, but I have to head to bed. Night, everyone, and have a happy Thanksgiving, Tim. I'm fixing to get off here too myself. I thought I handled this one nicely. I was polite. I said, thanks for watching. And I offered them the ability and the link to go watch somebody else's video. Yeah, I thought and I'm learning some of my videos, and that's going to be one of the things we talk about on the new, yeah, I handled it better, on the new YouTube channel. That's going to be one of the things that I talk about is go back and watch your own video. And if you're sitting there, thumping your fingers and come on with it, then that's a good indication you need to cut a bunch of it out. And I am bad because some of my videos used to just ramble on and on and on and on. And I'm like, come on. And then some of them you can watch a 15-minute video and it feels like it's like 3 or 4 minutes. But if you watch your own video and it bores you, you know it's going to bore somebody else. So that's one of the things I've learned is, and I still do it, but try to cut out as much as you can. But some people, it depends on your content, of course, but you like the rambling. Well, on live streams, it's not so bad, but if you're wanting to find out about these sunglasses, you don't care if I said, well, I usually wear them, like this, or put them on my hat when I'm not wearing them like that. Ain't nobody cares. Most people. They want to know how good they block the sun and are they truly polarized. Because, there's a lot of sunglasses, even like at Dollar or Walmart, it says they're polarized, but that's false advertisement because they're not. They have if you go to probably other places, but I know Academy Sporting Goods store on their sunglass counter case, they have a little thing that sits there and you can look at it with regular glasses and you can't see the colors in like the bird. But if you put the polarized ones on there, you can see it. Oh, wait, I need to review all sunglasses. But, yeah. And like YouTube, in order to get the mid-roll ads, the video's got to be 8 minutes long. And recently, I'm having issues getting a video to 6 minutes, and I used to have an issue getting them under 15. So I don't know if that means I've improved or I've just quit going in as deep to the videos as I used to. But I don't know. I think, but the Amazon videos I cut out a lot. I try to get those as short as I can. Mine are photochronic. Those are old ones, aren't they? Do they even still have those? I don't remember. These have actually been pretty good ones. They're, what do they call it? Pugs or, yeah, pugs. They're from Academy. They're not high dollar. I mean, there's like $28, but I've had, the Oakleys and stuff like that. And unless you were, biking, riding bikes and somewhere where rocks and stuff might come flying up and hit you in the eyes, and the Oakleys are overrated because that's where the Oakleys really do good. That's why most bicyclers wear them, because they got the shatterproof lens. I've watched videos of them taking a 12 gauge shotgun and shooting them almost at point blank range, and it did not shatter the lens. These would shatter. I mean, but if you're not doing anything like that, why you want to spend $200? Why not spend $30 and you got, as far as UV protection, polarized, they're just as good. And they fit the same. It's all in what you're doing. Some of it's worth it, some of it's not. They used to be called I think we were about 20, I think. I mean, $20 to $30 sunglasses can be good. The $3.99 ones at the dollar store? No, maybe not. They're definitely, even some of them that says polarized at Walmart are not polarized. Reacto lights. Huh. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff, older stuff like that I just didn't pay attention to it. I was more interested in other things, and I didn't ever look too deep into things. And I don't know if that's a mental thing that I got, but I don't look deep into things unless I really have a high interest in it. And like dash cams, security cameras, and stuff like that, I used to not think anything. It says it's 4K, so it's 4K. You look at the dimensions 3820 by 2160 or whatever, that's 4K. But it's because they resize it basically just like you would with a photo editor. They resize it. You're not getting the 4 million pixels or whatever it is. And that's why you don't get the crystal clear pictures. See, I didn't know that before, and I've started calling them out when they're asking me for new reviews on some of these dash cams. I said, well, you say it's a Sony Starburst 2, but what version of that? Because Sony Starburst 2 does have a true 4K video quality, but it's only on the certain models of it. And that's where they get it. And they're not 4K. They're just bigger pixels. But if you don't need to read the license, I still say just a cheap dash cam works just as good as a $400 dash cam. If you just need to record some Yahoo, like in my case, where she pulled out and ran the red light and T-boned me. If that's what you need to see, the $39 one will record the same thing a $300 one will. But if you need to read street signs and license plates and all that, it makes a difference. Truly does. I would like to review a true 4K dash cam though, so I could really see it. I've just watched videos on them. I haven't actually got to really look at it myself. Yeah. Yeah, the one they claim to. Ours compared to theirs, and theirs is kind of blurry and they're 1080. But technically, some of those 1080s are a clearer picture than the marketed 4K ones because of the my mind went blank. Not the processor, but anyway, what make the Sony Starburst 2? Dashcam videos made for some great content. Yeah, it really does. What's cool is if it, like this time of the year, you can do it, but you can take like a GoPro and you can get that little holder that hooks onto the arm of your rear view mirror. You can mount that up there and get great video. I mean, that's true 4K. Actually, you can get 10K or 8K, I believe, now on the GoPros. But any other time of the year, like summer and late spring, they get overheated real quick. So that they work temporarily, then they'll overheat and shut off. The good thing is they shut off; they don't burn up. Anyway, I guess I've got a little tool set that I need to get done for review, but it's one of those that's got the hammer in it and the pliers, and I guess I need to I could get that out and go ahead and do the review on it, and I could just get a nail and put a nail in the wall. And I could take the clock down off the door back here and just hang it up, make it look like I was using it. I've noticed that, like Danny Black and some of these other reviewers, a lot of times they run B-roll because a lot of the sellers and stuff want you to actually use it, but they're running B-roll of them using it. They'll be talking about it and stuff, and then like a voiceover, and they're over putting a nail in the wall. And I might start trying to do that more. That might help the videos, more rather than like some things you can't do that, but like this, I could do it. And the B-roll is just just like what I was saying. If you was talking about a little tool set that came with a hammer, you could start talking about what's in it, and then cut away from your close-up shot to you standing on a ladder using it, but you're still talking about it. It's just showing basically you in the background. It's just the extra footage, the video that you just cut in and put in place while you're still talking. Like how you do some of the live streams where you and Wendy are like driving down a road. If you did a review on a dash cam, you could be showing the dash cam and then cut away from that and show clips of when y'all was driving down the road, and then cut back to the dash cam up close. It shows the footage of you actually using it and the results of it, but you're not dedicating a full time to that product review or whatever. And well, like a lot of the DoorDash content creators, like Sarah Elizabeth, for instance, she'll pull up in front of a house and she gets out of her car and she's walking up to the porch and showing her walking up to the porch. Technically, that's B-roll, with her talking, that's the A roll. That's and picking up the orders and showing the actual stuff she's doing is more of the A roll because that's the main thing. Her walking up and putting a bag on the front porch is just extra video. But that's how you can get to that 8 minutes too on those type of videos. On reviews, it's getting harder to get to that 8 minutes. But if you're making a video, if you can get to the 8 minutes, you get mid-roll ads. Oh, I've done that before. I didn't realize that's what it's called. Yeah. And you know, if you're watching a reviewer reviewing a camera and they're talking about the camera and everything, and it cuts away and they're out in the woods taking pictures and stuff like that, shows them taking pictures and using it, and that's B-roll, just extra video. And if depending on the kind of video you're using or making, you can create a folder and store and save a bunch of that you can use in other videos. Then you don't have to go back out and get more B-roll. You can just have a collection, and you can just slap it in your current video. Kind of a filler to make sure you can get to that 8 minutes. Anyway, that's kind of going to be what the new channel is too, is talking about stuff like that. That's why I think it'd be kind of fun because, I mean, some of it, somebody may say, oh, that's not right. This is how you do it. And they'd be right. But that's okay because then that's why I'm learning too, you know. I don't think anybody ever knows it all. And you watch these gurus on how they say consistency, what matters, and blah, blah, blah. And this is how you grow your YouTube channel. That's how they grew their YouTube channel. There's some variations in there of what kind of channel you're doing. Just like the ad about becoming a channel member. But different things work for different channels. Some of it, you know, because some of it, I'm kind of getting off on stuff here, but that's why I was kind of excited about redoing the rebrand, because I like talking about some of that stuff. Because if you really stop and think about it, if you're on the computer or on your phone or whatever, and you're scrolling through there and looking at the different videos, you got to think about what makes you stop and click on a video. I mean, naturally, if it's somebody that you know, you're going to watch their video probably. But if you're just random people, is it the thumbnail or is it the title? Because one of them is going to make you stop. And for me personally, they say the thumbnail is most important and title second. But for me personally, I tend to kind of look at the title, and then and then I look at the thumbnail too. But the title is a lot of times what gets my attention, because I don't go through it real fast. You know, younger people probably go through stuff a lot quicker, so thumbnails probably are more important. But then again, there's variables. What is the average age of your viewers? You know, for me and you, it's probably, what is it, the 30 to 40? 30 to 40 and 40 to 50 is going to be your average viewer. It's not going to be the 20-year-olds. Because, you know, 20-year-olds don't give a rip about us. I mean, they might in different things, but overall, it's going to be the 30 to 50-year-olds. And they're a little slower at looking things, but just look and see what you do when you're scrolling. And then that kind of helps you decide what really would be better for you. And if it don't work, you can always change it. Yeah. Well, it's because that's the age range we're in. And I had a question the other day, and I'm going to make a video on it. It's probably going to be a short. Buy a house as a gift. Like buy me a house as a gift. Oh, tree guru. Yeah. I know I watched Roman Atwood. He had a video come out today. A while back, he gave away his pickup and a new RV today, his video, he bought his mother-in-law a new Raptor Bronco. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's all an experiment. You see what works for your channel. Just because it works for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you, because it depends on what kind of content you have. If you're doing, buying those storage units, that's going to be a totally different kind of viewer as somebody that's watching somebody plant okra and making a garden. So, just because what works for the one planting the garden may not work for the one that buys the storage unit. So, yeah, that pickup he had was a 2022 or 23 GMC Denali, $100 and something thousand, and then he went and bought a brand new bumper pull RV to put on it. There's a car channel that's in Wichita. He gives away vehicles too. Yeah, well, where they're getting that from, right? Is Mr. Beast. When he started giving all that stuff away, they're just following his dealings, and that grows them. But I do think it would be cool to give stuff away. I don't know about giving away, but I do the live streams. I like giving stuff away. And hopefully I'm in a position one of these days where maybe not cars and houses, but it would be cool to give away, like a full-blown computer system set up. Somebody is getting into YouTube, send them the lighting, the mics, the cameras. That would be cool to be able to do that and help somebody build their career. Or, maybe not a career, but it could make a difference in their life. I think that'd be really cool. But I don't really, the only thing I really want is my own house and a vehicle. I don't care nothing about Ferraris and Lamborghinis and private airplanes and all that. And, I'd rather make somebody happy. Yep. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go make my China dolls happy and get their video done. It's the only product I got from them, and the only product that I don't have any coming in from them. I've got other stuff coming in, but not from them. I kind of tighten the reins up on them. Now, well, I take that back. I do have one other thing coming in, and it's only because I know somebody I'm going to give that to for Christmas. So that's the only reason why I did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. That's why I don't want to cut them off completely, because occasionally they might have something that I personally want, or I know somebody to give it to. So, anyway, I'm going to get out here and go knock that out and try to get in bed. I got to be up early, at least by 11, because we got to go to her mom's. I think we're supposed to be there like 1. Anyway, yeah, Ray, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and tell Wendy happy Thanksgiving. And if anybody else is watching or watching the replay, this was Thanksgiving Eve, and fixing to be technically Thanksgiving, almost midnight. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here and go get that knocked out, so I'll have a video for tomorrow anyway. And I'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow night. Unless I eat too much and blow up. Like on Willy Wonka, the little girl that ate the stuff that turned her purple and she started blowing up. Or blue. Turned her blue, didn't it? The forever gobstopper. That was it, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm out. Happy Thanksgiving, and I appreciate you being here. And whoever else is here, thank you. I will see y'all in the
Next one, stop streaming, end broadcast. I don't know which one to push. We're going to push one. We'll see what happens. Bye, y'all.